Well, good afternoon everybody, and welcome to Ed's Orchids again. I thought today I'd just browse around the grow room, and we'll see what's in, see if there's any in flower. I know there's some of the Phalaenopsis in flower. I think there's only two. I think the others are just dying off. But we'll have a look at these. These are what's going to the auction. And also what's going into the auction is this Bellina Caerulea. So that should be alright. And it's spiking as well, so that's a good buy for somebody. But there's some beautiful, beautiful shop bought ones doing very, very nicely. There we have a nice red and yellow flower that's just dying off. It's had plenty on as that. And the one coming into spike there, these are all primary hybrids. One there with 4 spikes on. Some smaller ones there, these are Phalaenopsis Caerulea, Bellina Violacea alba. This is a, let me think. A Samira. This is just growing over as well, I think. There we are, Samira. And it looks like something's been nibbling at the leaves. So I'll just have to take this out of its pot and have a good look at it. This is quite nice. This is Zen Ming Rainbow. That's absolutely lovely. And then we've got a load of frags here, which I won't go through them. And at the back we've got the Angraecum sesquipedale. That's looking nice. And a little Vecchio. Oh dear. Angraecum. I'm saying epistogramma, them are tropical fish. Angraecum veitchii. This is just growing very, very nicely. Got the cattleyas up here that needs attending to. I haven't attended to the growth on these for quite some time. So that'll be one of the other videos I'll make when I have a good look at these. Another couple of frags I'm growing on here. A couple of Phragmipediums. Isabel. That's Phragmipedium Enchantress cross Rothschildianum. And this one is the same with it in spike. But it's in bud as well. We'll just have a look at it. There we go, it's got 2 buds on. And doing very, very nicely. And I think it'll take a long time to open, but it should be open for the next show in November. And these are some Noid shop bought Phalaenopsis. Haven't been bought by me, but they were presented to me a long time ago. And none of them have flowered yet, although they're growing very well. This is a new growth on this leaf. This is a new growth on this leaf. I can't name them at all. This is just a little one. I don't know where that came from, but that's growing nicely. And then we've got 3 biggish ones here. See if I can pick it up. Yeah, this is not in spike at all. But plenty of nice roots. And a nice new leaf there. Very shiny. And that's quite a tall plant, about 10 inches tall, something like that. Same as this one. This is another one that's got nice new leaves on it. Plenty of roots, but no signs of a spiking on any of them. Strange. And this is the last one I've got that's shot bought. It's growing nicely, another nice new leaf there, and putting up another one, but there again, no signs of a spike. But I suppose when they do come, they'll really come. This is a little one that's growing very well. I've shown you it many times and it keeps on growing. It's a Masdevallia gutteretsii. It's a miniature, and it was very miniature when I got it a couple of years back, but it's had absolutely quadrupled in size, but still no signs of spikes on it. Masdevallia gutteretsii. And this is the last of the Arangus I've got. The others just suddenly grew very well, flowered, and then suddenly died off. And I believe that can be a bad habit with these Arangus, but we'll see if we can keep this going. There's a new root coming out there, so it's not very unhappy. And somebody suggested that I should take this Angraecum diderei out of its pot and mount it, because it shows the flowers off better. So I've done that, and it's not looking too bad up to now. So we'll see how that goes. And it does work though, that these when they're in pots and they flower, the pollen stem on them, on the flower, just sort of curls round and doesn't go anywhere. So hopefully these will produce a bloom with nice long stems on them. Well, that's about it for the grow room. Excuse me, got a tickle in my throat. I have to go to the greenhouse now and repot a Phragmipedium, so I'll take a video of that, and I think I'm going to try something different on it. And I've got Phragmipedium grande here. That it's okay, but there's some bad marks on it, and it's got plenty of new growths. And the problem is, I'll show you anyhow what the problem is. Well, as you can see, this one has flowered before there, so that's the old growth. There's a new growth here. There's another new growth there. And this is the problem. A new growth there is dying off. You see the colour on it. So we're going to take it out of its pot and see what's going on underneath, and then we'll remove this one as well at the same time, and then we'll just seal the broken place where we take the this old growth off. 1, 2, 3. Well, I seem to be doing nothing but tidying plants up these days. So we'll take this out. As I said, that's a grande. We'll have a look, see what's going on underneath. The roots are bad, so that's part of the problem. This has had numerous plants cut off it. To show you. Whoops. I mean, as you can see, it's had a division cut off there. It's had one off there. It's had one off there. It's had one off there. And it's had one off here. And this itself is a division, so they're all coming from the main plant. So what we'll do now, we'll just clean this one up and see what's wrong with the roots. So as you can see, this is the part I've cut off. These are all these, but it was growing a new leaf down the middle there, as you can see. But the bottom end of it, it would have died off. It would never have grown. See? That was the only good bit of green on it. Whoops. But it was no good, that. Well, I've cleaned all these roots up. I've added inside the house, and I've scrubbed all the root system with a soft toothbrush. What you can see now, everything's as hard as nails, including the roots. So it's not been growing very well, this. So what I'm going to do, I've seen a few videos where they're putting them in water. Now, these Phragmipediums love water, so I'm going to drop it in some water for a week and see what happens. And I've got a mixture of RO water, and I've mixed a little bit of rainwater in it, so I'm going to put it in that. So there's my pint mug with a bit of RO water and some rainwater, and I'm just going to drop that in. It's just a nice fit, but I'm not going to put the bottom of the roots in, the bottom of the leaves in at all. I'm leaving those above the water. So it's a bit too much water in there, so I'll pour some out. That's better. That's lovely. You probably can't see from there, so I'll get the camera and go down to the water level and have a look. There you are. All that's in the water, and the roots are above it. So we'll see if it starts throwing any new roots out from there. Because in the wild, all the roots on these plants are in water, and the plants is above it. So we'll see what happens with this one. I'll keep my fingers crossed that it starts throwing some new roots out, like they do on Phalaenopsis and other plants like that. Anyhow, time will tell, so we'll just see how this one goes. Well, and to give this plant a good chance, I thought I'd try and create normal conditions, so I put a little air stone in here, so bubble the water up again. So let's see how that goes on. And what I will do, I'll change the water every day until something happens. Either it lives or it disappears. So thanks very much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.